if I told you one of the strangest, most unsettling murders in American history happened inside a locked hotel room? With no weapon, no footprints, and no one who ever admitted to being there. Would you believe it? Because that's exactly what happened to the man who checked in under the name Roland T. Owens. On January 2nd, 1935, a quiet young man walked into the President Hotel in Kansas City. He carried almost nothing, just a comb, a brush, and a single suit. No bags, no luggage. He paid for a small interior room with no windows and gave the name Roland T. Owens, but that wasn't his real name. Room 1046 was almost completely silent for the first few hours, until the staff noticed something strange. The phone kept ringing off the hook. Owens kept the lights off. He wouldn't let anyone clean the room. And whenever a maid entered, he acted terrified, like someone was watching him. The maid reported hearing a second voice inside the room, a deep male voice that told her, "We don't need any towels." But when she glanced inside, she saw only Owens, sitting in the dark, staring at the wall. That night, witnesses saw him pacing the hallway, gripping his head like he was in pain. Others heard him say, "It's about time for Dawn to come back." Who Dawn was, nobody ever figured out. But the next morning, January 4th, everything exploded into horror. The phone operator noticed the line from room 1046 was off the hook again. A bellboy went to check. The door was locked from the outside, but Owens was inside, barely alive. He was on his knees, completely naked, covered in blood, with deep stab wounds to his chest. His wrists and ankles were bound with cord. He whispered that he fell against the bathtub. Doctors said he had been tortured. But here's the part that still chills investigators. There were no fingerprints, no blood trails leading in or out, no murder weapon, and no sign that anyone left that locked room. Police discovered Roland T. Owens wasn't Roland at all. Every name he ever used was fake. The only clue came much later, when an anonymous person sent money for his funeral and a bouquet of roses with a card that read, "Love forever." No one ever confessed. No one ever solved it. And no one ever explained how a man could be murdered inside a locked room with no killer in sight. Some believe the murderer slipped in and out between phone calls. Others think it was a secret lover, a mob execution, a spy hit, or something darker, an encounter with someone he knew he couldn't escape. But when people stay in the rebuilt hotel today, they report the same things Owens did. Phones ringing at odd hours, a shadowy man pacing the hallway, as if the last moments of his life are replaying, trying to warn someone. If this story made you rethink what a human being is capable of, hit that like button. And if you want more cases where the truth bleeds through the cracks of reality, subscribe for haunted history, hidden mysteries, and everything that lives between worlds. This is Mike's take on the universe.